Avatar is set on Pandora, a lush moon orbiting a gas giant. It's home to the Na'vi people, but it's also being exploited by humans who mine unobtainium, a mineral used for advanced technology. It's worth a fortune, so humans risk a lot to mine it. This includes being confined to a militarized base and using special breathing masks. To coordinate operations with the natives, they created the high-tech Avatar program. Trained humans are able to remotely control genetically engineered Na'vi bodies called avatars, allowing them to roam the otherwise uninhabitable conditions of the moon and interact with the natives. After his twin brother dies on Earth, Jake Sully, a paraplegic Navy veteran, is approached by the Resources Development Administration, a mega corporation in charge of exploiting Pandora. Because he shares identical DNA to his brother, he's uniquely compatible with the avatar created for him. On Pandora, Jake meets Dr. Grace Augustine, who heads the Avatar program. At first, she doubts him, but they soon gain mutual respect. He also meets Dr. Norm Spellman, another participant in the Avatar program. The two create a bond over their fascination with Pandora. For Jake, inhabiting his Na'vi body means he can walk, run, and experience a sense of freedom again. Whenever his avatar falls asleep, Jake's consciousness returns to his human body, waking up inside a pod at the base. The Na'vi don't organize in a rigid hierarchy. They live in clans, and their culture is shaped by tradition and the spiritual connection to the land. The chief of the Amatekaya clan is Aitukan, while their spiritual leader, known as the Tsahi, is Mo'at. These two have a daughter named Neytiri. She's a skilled hunter. Another important member of the clan is Tsutte, who's a respected warrior. Neytiri and Tsutte are promised to each other by their families, following clan traditions. Jake is sent on an avatar mission into Pandora's forest. But when he's attacked by a fierce creature, he becomes separated from the group and gets lost in the forest, where he's found by Neytiri. Just as she's about to kill him, a sacred tree seed appears, which she takes as a sign to spare his life. When more seeds land on him, Neytiri brings him back to her tribe, despite their distrust of the Sky People, the term they use for humans. The Na'vi believe Ewa, a living force binding all life on Pandora, can send them signs like this one to guide their decisions. Ewa is central to the Na'vi spiritual world, connecting them to their ancestors and maintaining balance between all living things. Jake is met with hostility and brought before Aitukan and Mo'at, who deem him worthy and assign Neytiri to teach him their ways. Back at the base, the RDA gives Jake 3 months to convince the Na'vi to relocate so they can mine the rich deposit beneath their village. Over those 3 months, Jake earns his place among the Na'vi and claims an Ikron, a flying creature they bond with using a neural appendage called a Q. This allows Na'vi to form a direct connection with animals and the land. His time with the tribe culminates in a ceremony that makes him one of them, as his feelings for Neytiri deepen and his loyalty begin to shift. When humans move in to mine unobtainium, Jake tries to stop them, putting him in direct conflict with Colonel Miles Quaritch, the RDA's head of security. Quaritch cuts him off from his avatar, but Jake eventually regains access and warns the Na'vi of the imminent threat. When he admits he was sent to infiltrate them, the clan turns on him and Grace, who are both made prisoners, but Mo'at frees them, imploring them to help. Humans destroy the village, forcing the Na'vi to retreat in the forest. Aitukan is killed in the attack. Jake and Grace are disconnected from their avatar and imprisoned by the RDA along with Norm, who defied orders. They are freed by pilot Trudy Chacon and Dr. Max Patel, who also oppose the brutality treatment of the Na'vi. Max stays behind as a secret agent, while Trudy flies Jake, Grace, and Norm away. Jake accesses his avatar and bonds with Taru, a legendary apex predator, becoming Taru Makto, a figure of great significance among the Na'vi, allowing him to earn back their trust and unite the clan, now led by Tsutte. Grace, who was fatally wounded by Colonel Quaritch during their escape, is brought to the Tree of Souls, where the Na'vi attempt to transfer her consciousness into her avatar body. The ritual fails, she dies, but she connects with Ewa before passing. War is imminent. The Amatekaya recruit other clans across Pandora, and Jake leads the Na'vi in a violent battle against the RDA. Casualties are numerous. Trudy and Tsutte die, Norm's avatar dies, but his human self survives. Jake has a direct conflict with Colonel Quaritch, ending with Neytiri killing him. In the final moments, Eywa herself seems to respond as Wildlife joins the Na'vi to defeat the humans. The RDA is forcibly sent back to Earth by the Na'vi, but Max and Norm are allowed to stay on Pandora. Jake frees Taruk, and the Na'vi perform a ceremony to permanently transfer Jake's consciousness into his avatar body. By the end of the movie, Jake has also become the leader of the tribe, and humans already warned the Na'vi of their imminent return. Thanks for watching, click here for the next video.